What's up, everybody, and welcome to Moments with the Mobleys. I am your man, Johnny Mobley Jr.
And I'm his wife, Deirdra Mobley.
And we something like an ordinary couple.
With extraordinary purpose. Greetings, salutations, accolades, and blessings. Hey, Patreon. We on Patreon? Hello, hello, hello.
What's up, jokers?
I feel like we ain't been on here in a long time.
It's just been a week.
It's just been a week?
Just been a week. It's been longer than a week. 2 weeks?
Since the last time we did it, yeah, 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks. Yeah. It has been. It feels like forever. So how y'all doing?
Well, we back in the saddle again.
Back in stride again. Is that? Yeah, that's a song, right?
That's a song.
Mm-hmm.
Who sang it?
Don't know. Mm-hmm.
All right, so tonight, y'all, we're going to talk a little bit. Silly, man.
Babe.
What we talking about tonight?
Babe. We gonna talk about that because that ain't gonna take long. This is what y'all need to know. This is what we talking about first, and this is gonna lead into that. It may not, but we gonna tie it in. So the other night, y'all, we were tired and we went to bed. So we, I think we may have eaten upstairs this particular night. So we were sitting up, we was watching TV, and we both were tired this night, and so. But Johnny turned on the Janet Jackson specials because we hadn't seen it yet. Documentaries. I was trying to go to sleep. This was Saturday night. I was trying to go to sleep because I had to get up early the next morning to get to early to get ready for church to leave or whatever because we have a longer commute. So he turns the documentary on, and I'm me being nosy because I did want to watch it. I started watching it.
It was so good.
So we fell asleep. I got up, had to go to the restroom, went to the restroom, came back and got in the bed. When I got back in the bed, he had turned on his back and eyes was open watching it again. Okay, y'all? So I didn't, he keeps the remote and then the remote on his side of the dresser. So I just got in the bed and I must have fell back asleep. When I woke up again, the TV was still on, but he was sleeping. So I said, babe.
The way you hit, no,
babe,
touch me where you touch me at.
You said I touched you in your face, but I don't remember.
You know where you touched me at.
I said, babe.
She said like this. Babe.
I said, babe, turn the TV off.
Yo, this is how she was. So, I was sleeping. She didn't even look. It was a pillar between, so she didn't even look. She knew she was trying to hit me in my face, though, because she knew I'd wake up.
I did not. Now, you trying to turn the story around. I said, babe. No, you didn't answer. I said, babe. And then you said, huh? I said, turn the TV off. He didn't move. So I waited a couple seconds, and I tapped him again. Babe, turn the TV off.
You tap me.
You reach over, turn the TV off. He reached over, y'all, turn the TV off. So he has gotten me accustomed. I can't just sleep in a quiet room. We sleep with the rain on or Bible verses or a prayer before we go into sleep. I said, babe, you not gonna turn your rain on? He says, Deirdra. Y'all, my feelings was hurt. I turned over and I laid my head down, and in my head I was saying, he's nasty. He's nasty to me, and he is picking up some tendencies of his daddy. And his Sleepy Johnny is nasty. I just want y'all to know. Matter of fact, I'm going to get some shirts made that say Sleepy Johnny is nasty. Y'all want me to get y'all one made too? I can get one made. Matter of fact, we going to personalize it. Whatever your husband's name is, if the sleepy version of him is nasty, I'm going to leave it blank. You can pre-order your shirts to say whatever your husband's name is. If his name is Joey, his name might be Carlos. His name might be Melvin, Tony, Kirk, Nook. We going to put that. Johnny, Sleepy Johnny is nasty. or sleepy nook is nasty. Whatever you need your shirt to say.
Let me tell you.
Because you are nasty. You hurt my feelings that night. And I just laid there and I took it. I said, because if I take it like really for real personal, I know it's not him. God, I know it ain't him. I will fight this man right here in this bed tonight. Because first and foremost, you don't ever call me Deirdra. Second of all, you don't ever call my name that hard. Oh. You call my name really aggressive. Oh, Jesus. And you call me by my whole name. So I took that as, and I'm going to say it, I took that as he said he said Deirdra real hard, but what he really wanted to say, if your A don't leave me alone and let me go back to sleep, I'm going to slap you. But the next day, when I told him about it, he said, because I was like, you tapping me to turn the TV off. Why you couldn't get up and come get the remote and turn the TV off yourself? And then when I turn the TV off, then you going to tap me again till I turn on my rain? You got a phone too. Why you couldn't turn your rain on? Sleepy Johnny is nasty. But and that's all I got to say. And so stuff like that, makes women walk away. It turns them into the walk away wife. And that's what we're talking about tonight. For all things Moments with the Mobleys, go to www.momentswiththemobleys.com. All things Mobleys is on there, y'all. I just want y'all to know that behavior causes women to walk away.
I don't understand. Walk away from what?
From that foolishness that happened in that bed that night.
So you talking about walk away from the marriage?
Walk away from the marriage because they don't feel appreciated. Walk away from the marriage because you talking to them. They getting talked to recklessly because you're not taking it serious. That you really like. You hurt my feelings so bad, Johnny. You hurt my feelings so bad until I literally felt pain in my heart. Because you called my name real hard. It was real aggressive. You said, Deirdra.
But listen, I ain't call you out your name.
But you called my name. It was the insinuation of the call.
Oh,
if I didn't have no self-esteem, Johnny, you would have shattered me that night.
How? By calling your name?
Mm-hmm. You didn't say Deirdra. You said Deirdra. And then he turned over and found the rain and put it on and then turned over and started back snoring. He didn't care that he had just shattered his wife.
Let me tell y'all
and so that behavior and him not taking it seriously, men not taking it seriously, that leads to women walking away from the marriage. It's called the walkaway wife. What is the walkaway wife? You want to know what the walkaway wife is? The walkaway wife is when the woman has over and over and over again told the husband that she's not happy, she's not satisfied, he's not speaking her love language ever. That's when she's just aggravated to the point that she no longer wants to be there because he won't listen to what she's saying.
Acting like a bandit wife.
Because he won't listen. You know, women don't really know that, you know, once you just start nagging, then the man pretty much shut down. But the walkaway wife, it's like she gets to a point to where she's not begging for love. She's not begging for affection or anything like that anymore. And so what tends to happen is she just, you know, kind of shuts down and kind of goes with the flow. But then she goes into that mode of just kind of letting the marriage coax. And while she make up a master plan on the side.
Listen, you making up a master plan? Listen, I don't.
Okay, y'all. So what we?
My head hurt.
I'm sorry, but did you see how that tied into that real good?
I don't. It was
it was
apples and oranges.
Okay, so y'all, we are talking about the walkaway wife syndrome tonight, God. And I know we've talked about a lot of the things in the intro and stuff like that, but
something's wrong.
This is like a for real, syndrome. And, you know, it says that 2/3 of all divorces are initiated by women, which was, well, I guess I can see that. But some of the things that I did say was right. It said one of the biggest reasons that women leave their husband is that the marriage has taken a backseat to other commitments, despite their nagging or despite their continuous efforts to get the husband to understand that you all right, baby?
Something's wrong with you.
That they don't want to take a back seat to the job, or they don't want to take a back seat to, you know, his friends, or they don't want to take a back seat to everything else in his life that he has going on, and it's not making her a priority. I can relate to that first point that they made about that, baby. Let me tell you why. Because when we were in our earlier days, I felt like sometimes I was in the back seat to your friends, or you know, you love video games. And so, you know, to your friends coming over to play video games, or you know, even when you had family like your cousins and stuff like that, or your sister come over, you know, to play the games, there was for a point in time, and not that there was anything wrong with it, but I think just because in general, I felt like I was in the back seat to a lot of things. That's just the attitude that I kind of developed, that I wasn't put first. And so, you know,
but that was back in the day.
Right.
So, but if you guys know our story, it was a lot of non-communicative decisions that was made and assumptions. So I didn't think, because I was the talker, so I would want to talk and you didn't talk.
Yeah.
So yeah, I did play video games and hang out with friends, and you know, but I even with the friends, I had them at the house as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I can see how that.
Yeah. And so a lot of it was not understanding. A lot of it was not communicating. A lot of it was trying to get you to understand without verbally saying it. So acting it
Having
out.
expectations.
Yeah, when you have,
but not telling me what the expectations.
Right. Yeah. Right. And so,
but what if? But this is the thing. So what if the wife expresses herself to the man, to the husband, and he still don't get it? What would you think that is? What do you think that is?
As far as on the man's part,
expressing herself.
Yeah.
She's the communicator. She says certain things to the man, and she don't see the man as receiving or listening or hearing what she's saying. So what would you say that is?
I wish I knew how to do this in the beginning, but for a woman who comes and like, you know, not trying to bash him, you know what I'm saying, but coming with like a real issue with being put on the back seat, but coming to talk, to come to a resolution.
Yeah,
is what I'm saying. I think that would be a good thing for her to do, come in from a place of trying to come to a resolution, not coming to bash him or not coming to per se nag him. And if he doesn't take that into consideration, Johnny, I feel like that opens the door to her. Some women may try again. You know what I'm saying? Some women may try again to come and communicate that. It may happen a couple times, but then some women may, like we were reading earlier in the article, some women may just at some point just be like, you know what? I'm not asking no more. Especially if she came, you know what I'm saying? If she came in a manner of she didn't come to tussle.
No.
But she came, you know, for a good conversation. I need to be clear with you, baby. This is how I'm feeling in our relationship. This is how I'm feeling. And I don't like not, you know, feeling like that, because I feel like I want to be needed by you, and I want to be put first, and I want our relationship to be put first. Kind of like I used to do with you. We got a lot of examples. There was a time, and you said it before on here, and I've said it on here before, and I would always say to you, because I never felt like, sometimes I didn't feel like you were putting me first. And this was later on, and I could truly say that I had learned how to communicate better, not to where I am now. But I would say to you, babe, we got to make time for us. We got to, grow and get to know one another. We got to talk. We got to share our feelings. We got to share, our thoughts and everything with each other. I want to tell you, what I love about our relationship, or what I would like for us to work on in our relationship.
And what was my response?
And you were receptive. You were receptive. But I guess I didn't see the effort in it soon enough. Because I just remember always saying to you, babe, I feel like we not, putting forth the effort. We not doing what we talked about doing. And my fear was that the time was going to come and the girls were all be gone. And we was going to be looking at each other like,
we had no relationship.
Well, they gone. And so what we doing? Because I don't even know you. You know what I'm saying? So for that woman that has gone to her husband, with to speak her heart and to say, baby, we just, I don't feel like I come first. So what can we do? Basically, I'm coming to you to share my heart with you, because this is how I feel about the situation at this point, or what's going on, or what's not going on. You know what I'm saying?
So,
and if he ain't listening, then not that I'm saying, that should be the grounds for a woman to just say, okay, he ain't listening at one time, I'm just going to walk away, or I'm just going to go file for a separation or for a divorce.
But this is what happens though. So let's just keep using us as an example.
Okay.
So when in the beginning, when I wanted the conversation, when I wanted to communicate and you didn't know how, at some point in time, I didn't try to do this, but at some point in time, I created like a cocoon for myself to be able to
exist in.
Yeah. Because I was still trying to learn everything, how to do it, as well as growing up to mature, to find out my purpose or identity.
Right.
So it was a lot. I was still trying to learn while being your husband, while being the girl's father, and learning how to do that.
Right.
So, everybody always heard communication. So, but what happens if if one communicates and the other one doesn't? Nobody never say that. It's not that you're not, you just not communicating. And in our situation, you get overwhelmed, over emotional, and then you just cry because you didn't know how to put what you was feeling in the words.
Right.
But I didn't get that at that time.
Right.
So I just felt
But you tried over and over again, multiple times.
I didn't make you happy. That's the only thing I can equivalent it with. I just didn't make you happy.
Well, and I never looked at it like that, if I could say that. I never looked at it like that. I just looked at it. You did try for a long time to like talk to me,
Yeah.
But the pattern was the same. You talk, I cry. And then I tried to, maybe days later, maybe try to write a letter or something like that. But then I began to see you not try.
Yeah.
And so for me, I was never able to process that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was never able to process the fact that for all this time, you have been coming to me, trying to communicate with me, trying to talk to me. And because I never talked, I always cried. You got to a point to where you really like stopped trying to come talk. It was basically like, well, she mad, or, well, here we are. Well, it is what it is. I'm just going to do what I need to do to get by, or to, you know what I'm saying? Just to do what I need to do to exist or to function. To still be able to take care of y'all and stuff like that.
I didn't want to leave because I didn't want to leave the girls. I didn't want to leave you either. But at that time, it was like, okay, well, I can't leave the girls. I have to be here. Deirdra don't want me, and I don't need to leave the girls. That's how I felt.
Yeah.
So, but when things begin to change, because of what had happened between us, I didn't believe that it can change. So any residue, if we did try to communicate, if we did try to talk, and at this time you was pushing through and you was processing stuff, but you would still cry, but then you would still talk. So it took you a little longer to get through, but I automatically shut down when I saw the tears because I figured, okay, she don't like me, so she don't want to talk. So, but in all actuality, you were trying to talk. You was just trying to get through the process. So, looking back.
Did you really think that I didn't like you?
Yeah. I didn't make you happy.
Wow.
I just didn't make you happy.
Okay.
Not necessarily you didn't like me, but I just wasn't the one to make you happy.
Yeah.
I knew we had a connection, so I didn't know if it was just supposed to be friends or what, but it.
You say friends? Yeah. After 5 kids, friends? We was never gonna be friends, John.
Well, this ain't the Deirdra I was talking to at the time.
We wasn't gonna ever just be friends.
If I'd have said friends back then, she would have said, don't you pinch me.
I ain't gonna touch you.
But listen,
that was just for a moment.
But listen, so to go back to talking about what we talking about, when a lot of women, so I want to kind of shift it to talk about the actual subject with the subject we're talking about. So when the man, I think the number one thing a man has is fear. This is the, and I believe this with everything. The number one thing that I believe is fear that a man has when he does not know how to be a husband, how to be a father, how to be a man, how to be a provider, how to be all these new things that are popping up like one after the other, after the other, after the other. And as that's happening, things are growing. So not only are you trying to be a husband, and then you trying to be a father to a baby, and then it's an infant, and then it's a toddler, and now it's a young boy, young girl, changes. They trying to figure out stuff, and if you don't still know who you are, all that stuff can be scary. Don't know what you want to be when you as far as career wise, don't know what to choose, really know what you want to do. You just got a job, and opportunity might be there, it might not be. You don't know which direction to go if you want to go back to school. So it's a lot of stuff that a man deals with. So the fear, sometimes the fear of actually saying that you don't know turns into stubbornness. It reflects stubbornness or prideful, meanness or prideful to the wife.
And you won't admit to her that it's not that you're putting her, it's not that you're not listening to her, or it's not that you're not trying to put her first.
You just don't know how.
Right. And you dealing with so much of, like you said, life and and job and the stressors of trying to be the provider and the father and the husband and all that stuff. See, back in the day, I didn't think about all that stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't think about all that stuff. I didn't think about the fact that all the things that were thrown in the mix for us as the children were added.
Well,
and you know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. So, those weren't my thoughts. So for a woman that's coming, even though I wasn't that woman that was coming and saying, I want you to put me first.
Yeah.
I think I was trying to show it like in my actions.
Yeah.
I thought if I might can't, talk to him because all I'm doing is crying, but I feel like I wanted to be close to you, and my way of being close to you was us, making love.
Yeah.
That was my way to be close to you. That was my way of knowing that you put me first.
So it's a false reality.
That was my way, yo.
Yeah, that was a false reality.
That was my way.
And in some way, and this is the crazy thing about me. The way my mind is, I'm a man all day long. So, but the way my mind is, it was just.
So you a man all day long?
Yeah.
You don't be a man on some days?
No.
Half
I'm a
days?
man all day long, which means
playing. Go ahead. I know.
Which means, if the sex part, I would want it.
Yeah.
But I wanted more. But I just figured.
Well, I think at some point we just learned to kind of exist and there was a riff. You'd come try to talk about it. I'd cry. We wouldn't maybe talk for a couple of days, or whatever. Ease back into a conversation here or there, and then we were okay again. Never truly dealing with it. But I was never so this particular situation, all of it doesn't apply to us, but there are some women who are legitimately coming to their man and saying, I'm suffering and because I don't feel like you're putting me first. And so what the walkaway wife syndrome is saying, the woman has gotten to the point to where she's tired of saying to the man over and over and over again that, baby, I don't feel like I'm coming first, like ever.
I need
you. Know what I'm saying? I need you. I want more of you.
First.
Right. Yeah. And not giving the man a pass, but when you talk about the headspace that you were in as a younger man, when you talk about all the responsibilities and how that was overwhelming, and some things, like you say, a man sometimes he especially at a younger age or whatever, and dealing with trying to find identity and all that stuff, he's not going to admit to the wife that I don't have a clue about what I'm doing, or or being your husband or being the kid's father or stuff like that. And so again, that's not an out for him, but that situation can be resolved. It can be helped. It doesn't have to turn into, the wife walking away or whatever. But that, like I said, that can be helped with, with y'all, in essence, talking to somebody, for somebody to put that in, but you got to let your guard down. And for somebody to put that in perspective, because us talking about that tonight, somebody is in that position where they're in a young marriage or they're in a relationship where hubby is feeling like that, but he don't know how to admit that to his wife.
Yeah.
And she is on, because I'm on the other end saying, baby, I need you. Baby, I want you. Baby, we need to spend more time together. Baby, I don't feel like we putting us first. Baby, sometimes I feel like your friends, or you going out to the bars and stuff, or you wanting to go out, that comes before me. And I know we got the kids and stuff like that, but I'll find a babysitter so we can spend more time together. And you see what I'm saying? And But what this syndrome is talking about is a woman that has come, and now it's turned into not just her coming to talk, to share her feelings, for y'all to start figuring out how to not now, put those things in place, and how to turn the ship, or, turn the rowboat at this point around, is turned into a ship now, or a yacht, as we said the other day. And now is so much stuff has been piled on. So he don't know how to handle it at this point. He ain't even got no comeback at this point. And so it has turned into nagging. So now, you see what I'm saying?
You gonna let me talk?
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to say something about 5 days.
Go ahead.
Oh, I love you so much. You feeling this?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I ain't trying to be nasty, but you go back the way you was. I'm not. I ain't even sleepy.
I'm gonna be quiet.
You know what? Can't say nothing.
Go ahead. I'm just playing.
So
it's just good stuff. Go ahead.
In a lot of ways. So a lot of women who try with their husbands, and don't understand this part of who a man is or what a man is. Fear in a Man, go get the book, GPS of a Man's Journey. Got some nuggets in there to help you. I'm telling you.
It's on Amazon.
And our website.
Uh-huh.
But there's certain areas in a man's life that he just doesn't say certain things because he don't know. And I don't know why we like that. I wish I can give you a reason why we like that. And some men are unique to where they will actually have a conversation with their wife. And sometimes the conversation is so transparent from a husband to a wife that it scares the wife.
Mm-hmm.
And then now she thinking, I done married the wrong joker. This joker don't know how to do nothing. He telling me he's scared. He telling me this. He telling me that. So that's the reason why a lot of men don't share that stuff. Because they don't want you to think that you can't depend on them. They don't want to put you in a place to where, you know, they're not going to provide, or you thinking they're not going to provide. So this is what they try to do. And as they build it up, this is why in a lot of situations, when a wife, the walkaway syndrome, when you've had enough, when you just burnt out, you don't understand. It's been 10, 15 years of my life. I can't do this no more. I can't do it no more. I'm out. Peace out. I'll holler. And then 2, 3 years later, 5 years later, he gets married. And now he's the picture perfect husband. Picture perfect. And you be like, he couldn't do none of that for me.
But what they were saying even before it got to that point is that, so there was that period of her trying to talk to him, or nagging, as some men may call it. And then
it shuts men
then
down.
then she shut down as well. And pretty much came to the resolve that, okay, now either I'm thinking of my master plan, or when these kids,
I'm thinking of an exit.
Right. Or when these kids get grown and go away to college, I'm out. And then when she says, okay, so it's time for me to go. And
I've tried.
Right. And then it was saying about he be looking crazy like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Well, I don't understand. What you mean? Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm out.
Yeah. And of course, now he's, trying to find every counselor for y'all to go to. He want to talk about it. Let's spend some intimate time together. Let's read books,
but now,
let's go to church.
But now you as the woman, in your mind, you've lost hope. You're going away in your cocoon. So it's like, yeah, I'm good. You don't have, if you ain't changed in 10 years, 15 years, you ain't about
to change.
So it ain't no need. You ain't never said nothing until I said I was ready to go. Now you want to try to go to counseling and all this, that, and the other. I'm telling you, most men who are in these situations, they'll come out of their shell. The nagging part it's a part of a woman's process as well. But in these processes, man, it has to be some type of, you got to be humble. You got to understand to find your rhythm as a couple. It ain't easy. To be on the same page is not easy. So to get there, you have to go through a process. So yeah, doing your nagging can't be, I done told you such and such and such when I'm going out with Kim and them. And then we going out. I seen old boy, he looking good. You ain't nothing. I don't know why you can't be a man and do, see all that stuff right there. Yeah, that's a different type of nag. That's beating your man down with words.
And then, that's the opposite of the woman that I was talking about.
Yeah.
Coming, trying to come with and find a resolution. Yeah.
But a lot of women, I mean, let's be real. A lot of women, once they done came and try to talk to the man and stuff, they get frustrated. Yeah. They get aggravated. They, I need you to step on. I'm telling you, I want you to be a man and I want you to, it ain't even got to be nasty stuff, but why you just can't be a man and be there for me? Why you just can't be a man and take care of me? Why you just can't be, see all that right there? Yeah. Yeah. I don't never try to tell my wife, you need to be a woman and do something, because I have no idea what it is to be a woman. Nah, man, I'm all day. I can tell you. But I have no idea what it is to be a woman. And I've lived with Jesus a lot of them.
But I'm very open and transparent with the issues of and the challenges and
Crybaby Deirdra is no more.
The victories and the triumphs of womanhood, and I share them with him extensively.
The good, the bad, and the ugly.
You do, I do.
Everything.
I do.
She's very transparent.
I don't hold back.
Sometimes too transparent.
I don't hold back.
And she tell me, and then she say stuff, and then she apologize. But it'll be too late. This will be too late.
Would I be? You sure know how to turn it on. I'll get your what's tonight.
It'll just be too late. She be showing what stuff.
But lastly, is there hope, Johnny? Is there hope?
Is there hope?
Is there hope?
The walk away
for the relationship before she walks away, and is there hope for the brother? So before she walks away,
y'all already know. Me and my wife's philosophy is if a husband and a wife wants it, it can work. Both of them gotta want it. Both of them gotta want it.
Both. BOTH.
Be willing to do whatever it takes.
Yes, sir.
To make it happen. No matter what it is. Can't be no stipulations. Can't be no I do. Yeah, but I ain't finna. It can't be none of that. It gotta be. I'm willing to do whatever.
Yeah.
It takes.
Yeah, lay your pride to the side, your whatever it is, because in all actuality, if he or she or y'all would have listened to one another when this elephant was birthed, and now it's about the big enough that it's gonna kick both of y'all out the room, it's gonna take even more work, because what you let grow and what you let build, it took time to get there, so it's gonna take time to work out the kinks. And
that old saying, how do you eat an elephant?
Well, I don't eat elephants.
How do you eat an elephant? You know what I'm saying?
What they say, one piece at a time.
One piece at a time, baby.
Or how do you eat a man? One piece at a time. I'm just playing. So,
and as a good friend of ours used to always say, success come in pieces.
Not chunks.
Success don't come in chunks. So it's a momentum and a building of pieces of success that builds a great success. So it can happen. It definitely can happen, but you gotta want it. You gotta want it. It takes a transformation, and you gotta want it.
Yeah.
So if one wants it and the other one does not want it, then you will see that. Everybody
be like, then what we fighting for?
Everybody in this world, every individual fights change. Now, they fight change and then wind up loving the change most of the time that they go towards, especially if it's positive. Most of the time, if it's positive and they see the results, regardless of what it is, they respect the change, they love the change, they're humbled by the change. The change is very rewarding. It's all these things, but just the perception of what it takes to get there is what you fight. That's what you fight. And all change is the unknown. That's all. You ain't never did it before. You don't know if it's gonna work. What if it don't work? What if I put it in and then she well, that was the wrong word. What if I put the work in and then she don't love me back the way I love her? What if she put the work in? I ain't saying nothing.
Okay.
What if I put the work in and he don't love me back? So it's a lot of different things, man. But it's this love right here, that one of the things that makes it genuine is the selflessness. It ain't about making myself happy. It's about making, and I wouldn't even say happy. Happiness comes in moments, and happiness is, I would say, happiness is the outer layers of certain things. So it's highlights, it's moments. It makes you feel good. It give you a little tingling, it give you little butterflies inside. But what what I like to connect with when I'm with my wife, we're connected to a place to where I want to bring her burst of joy. And joy comes from someplace else. Joy comes from God. It comes from a core thing. I'm not trying to be that all the time because I can't. But if I can go past the layer of happiness and bring joy to her, genuine joy, if it's for a moment, that lasts longer than bursts at the moments of happiness. So that's a whole nother topic, a whole nother podcast. But it's the joy that's the joy for me. I want to bring her joy, laughter, feel good, core joy. Stuff
that's the joy for me.
Stuff that makes her think and understand and know that whatever I brought to the table, whatever I made a decision on doing for her, to her, whatever it is, that it brings it. I thought about it. And I thought about me thinking about it to bring happiness to her, which means I got to think about making her joyful. It got nothing to do with me. And that's the difference.
But when that does happen, it brings you joy as well. Because you
want to see you
right, because you wanted to do that. Your heart was to do that for me. And so I mean, that's just like when we, even though you suck at trying to surprise, well, I did surprise you for your birthday. You just didn't know what it was. You knew something was going on at the last minute, and you nosy as all get out. So
I'm not nosy. I'm just
nosy,
observant,
whatever. But to see you happy brought a joy to me, brought a joy to the girls. Because you know what I'm saying? Because excuse me, just the surprise of friends and family and stuff like that brought joy to you. So for us, it was mission accomplished.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to know and like it ain't the material stuff for me. Yeah. For people to
take time out of their day
and energy
to
do stuff, not something nice for somebody else, that ain't.
Yeah,
you can't buy that, man.
Yeah,
you can't buy that.
And that took several weeks, probably a couple months of lying to you, to pull it off. So
she ain't good at lying, and that's the part.
Well, I mean, I'm sorry, you wasn't gonna find out what it was, though, sir.
She ain't good at lying, so I knew she was lying, but she hit it good because I didn't know what it was. But the part that was pissing me off that she lied, and I'm like, you don't lie good.
Well, and eventually I just got aggressive with him, and I said, just let me do what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Be quiet.
That's what she said.
I did.
I still don't like the lies. I didn't like it.
It's okay.
I didn't like it.
Remember, shirts coming to a website near you. Sleepy Johnny is nasty. Anyway. Fill in the blank, whatever your man's name is.
Anyway, so ladies, if you're wives, if right now you got your shoes on,
don't walk away, girl.
And you about to walk away because you done had it.
His love won't hurt you. No. That ain't even a song.
That is a song.
I'm singing it the wrong way. Oh. What were you saying?
I don't forgot now because you done singing this song and got me.
You were saying, girl, if you ready to walk away and you be ready to be a walk away wife because
if you finna walk away, I would tell. This is what I would say. Find out if he wants the marriage, really, really wants the marriage, and y'all go get counseling.
Yeah.
Go
pretty much because you tried it on your own.
And go
get
when you
good
go to counseling.
With godly counsel.
Yeah. When you go get counseling, make sure you go with blank pages. Just go with blank pages. Be ready to create and develop something brand new, because what y'all been trying to mix together
has not been working.
Has not been working. Probably because y'all been trying to mix it in separate bowls with a spoon, it's not gonna work like that. So it's gonna have to be in the same bowl. And try blender. Then add a couple of other things to it.
Yeah.
So
and go with the mindset to actually get resolve things and come to a resolution about things, and not to get your point across and make sure that your point is heard. And you still in that mode of oh, he gonna get this, or he gonna hear this, or he gonna whatever. And then, like, what's the point? Because all you're doing is taking the same attitude to the counselor.
And husbands, let your guard down. You're gonna have to say, you have to be vulnerable. It's no way, in order to build this as a togetherness, as a team, she had to be broken down in some areas as an individual as well as me, for us to be built back up together. You have to be transparent. You have to say the things that scares you to your wife. Wives, you have to be a safe place and create and develop something that's going to work for you guys. It's an ingredient that will work for every couple. Mm-hmm. It's custom made just for you, but it's an ingredient. It's ingredients that work for every couple relationship. Every couple relationship. People just scared to try stuff new. They just scared to try new stuff.
Just got to build it for yourself.
You got to build it for yourself.
Yeah.
Some of the basic stuff, you might have to have, but I mean, if you create something new that works better, then do that.
Yeah. And a lot of our growing and getting better and being better as individual and as the couple came with, asking God to like show us how to, maneuver this thing in life called marriage, because we knew that we wanted to be with each other, but there was things that we didn't know how to do. We didn't know how to fix it. We, weren't clear on it, or was so busy trying to, get our own point of view heard, and not really listening, as we say, listening to respond and not to understand.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
But that's what the walkaway wife syndrome is.
Yeah.
She's fed up. Done been 15 years.
Cause you're coming home late.
I'm leaving.
You barely ever.
You ain't listening to me. You don't hear me.
The sun, tapping my shoulder.
Gone. And now you with your girlfriend, your homegirl.
And you a better man.
You done got your, you got you a little tenderoni that you got swinging through the house real quick, doing what he do, but you ain't got nobody there. But then now then Roger done going over here. He done had 3 more kids, and he over here just the perfect husband. I dare him. What's that movie called? Where the woman gave up on the man. Mm-hmm. What the movie called?
With Taraji P. Henson when she went plumb crazy.
Acrimony. That might not be the same thing. Was she the walkaway wife?
But she walked away from him eventually. Because she thought he was cheating on her with that girl.
Oh, but when he came up,
she listened to her sisters. So she listened to them sisters of hers. So
who in your ear? Is your friend?
No. Say goodnight. It's time to go.
Is the friend in your ear?
It's time to go.
The run opening her legs up to your man? That took a strong right. This has been Moments with the Mobleys.
We're going to talk about that on the next episode. Because apparently some people was upset with Kiara Shear when she said, well, her mama told her about not letting no single friends sleep in your house. And apparently, but I think I'm with sis.
Yeah.
Ben got that lesson a long time ago and stick right on by. Boop, boop, boop.
Not
okay.
Not there.
Go ahead.
This has been Moments with the Mobleys. I am your man, Johnny Mobley Jr. Don't walk away, lady. Y'all go get some help.
And I'm still his wife, Deirdra Mobley, and I'm still gonna have them shirts. And we're something like an ordinary couple.
I still don't see how that connected with the walkaway wife syndrome.
But we have extraordinary purpose. She just get tired and fed up.
It didn't go together.
It led right into it nicely.
You forced it.
You forced it.
Peace out, y'all. I'm about to do this with you. You just all over the place.
Night.
Peace out, y'all. Bye.